Hey, what's up, late birds? It's DeJaNae, and welcome to Never Too Late. This week is Life Week, so I'm going to be giving you insight of my life, and some of the hardest parts of it, and some of the happiest parts. So I'm going to try not to edit this video too much. This is me, and yeah, let's get started. So, I want to apologize for that crack right here. Just want to apologize for that real quick. But now, for the story of my life. So, I had a pretty normal childhood. The only, abnormal parts were that my dad was an alcoholic and a drug addict. Both my parents drank. They were constantly fighting. I was a child, so I didn't know how to react. But for me, that was normal. That was normal for me. And, we had our good moments in life where we didn't fight or where there was no fighting involved. And it was just a family. And then we had the fights, the drinking, the secrets and stuff like that. But we made past it. And when I was about 7, I started feeling sad. And I started noticing that I was more sad than other kids. So I was a child. I didn't know how to react to it. I didn't know what to do. So I ignored it. And I was like, okay, maybe it's gonna go away. But it didn't. And it continued on as I got older. And then, when I was 10, 3 years later, my grandpa died. And he wasn't my real grandpa. Him and his wife had babysat me since I was 10 months old. So when I was 6, I wanted to adopt them. And the fact that he died when I was 10, I was just heartbroken. I couldn't understand why. And at the time, I was going to church. I was, a strong believer or whatever. I didn't really enjoy church. I didn't really want to go. I couldn't. And after that day, I hated God. I didn't want to continue with life. I didn't see the point. And, I was really depressed. And at the age of 10, I started cutting. I started self-harm. And, it was one of the hardest times in my life, I gotta say. At the time, I was getting bullied. So that was pretty hard. A few months later, my parents found out that I was cutting. And they didn't really know how to react to it. We were at church when they found out. All the kids at my church knew. Because, I was friends with a lot of them. And I had never... It was my first time cutting. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should hide it or not. It's not like I went around begging for attention. It's just that people knew. And, so that was hard. So when they found out, they were like, what's going on? What's going on? And I explained to them. They still didn't understand. So I gave up. And that's pretty much it. And then a few months later, my uncle died. And he had been dead in a house for a couple of days, and he overdosed on drugs. And, that year just was not my year. I got depressed again. I started cutting again. But it was the middle of summer. And when I, started cutting, I cut on my arms and my thighs. It's the stupidest places to cut. Because it's the middle of freaking summer. And, I'm so stupid. So then I had to tell my mom, and I was like, hey, Mom, I'm still cutting. She was like, well, you need to stop. You don't have any reason to do that. And to me, that made me shut her out, and I didn't want to talk to her about it because I did have a reason to do it. Like, that was my reason, because I was losing everyone. So I gave up. I stopped trying to explain it to her. So then I stopped for like about 3 months, 2 months, and then I started cutting again. And when I started cutting, it went on for like a year. I learned from all my past mistakes. I just acted normal, and it worked. Nobody knew. There were like times where my sister would like rat me out, like not on purpose though. Like, I remember this one time she had her ferrets, and one of them scratched my arm, the arm that I had been cutting on, and she saw the cuts, and she was like, oh my gosh, dang, they really got you bad. She was like, show mom, and I was like, you fucking idiot. I was like, what is wrong with you? So I showed my mom, and then she was like really confused. So when we got in the car to leave, and I was like, Mom, I was like, the ferrets are crazy. I was like, shoot, do you see what they did to my arm? And I was like, I swear those aren't cuts. And they were. So I lied. And I kept cutting. And I was in 6th grade. And all my friends knew. And I had a best friend who started cutting to make fun of me, to mock what I was going through. That year, I tried to kill myself 6 times, and it didn't work. I tried pills, I tried cutting one of my veins, I tried getting hit by a car, I tried everything, and none of it worked out. And I remember asking God, I remember praying, but He would take me away from this world because I couldn't deal with it, because I couldn't handle it. And it was too much for me. And that year was one of the worst. And I still, to this day, I've been 4 weeks clean, and I'm proud of myself for it. I know I said I was going to share some of the greatest moments, but to me these are great moments, because, I've survived them, I've gotten through them, and that's my life. My uncle died last year, and it was really hard. He died from cancer. I couldn't. He died in June, around May, June, and that was one of the hardest things for me. And I'm sorry for the shakiness in this video. It's just, I want to be passionate about something. I want to show that I have compassion for people who are dealing with this. When I was younger, I was molested. When I was 6, I was molested by family, by my cousins. But it's me. It's made me who I am today, and I'm proud to be me. I love God again, and I'm happy with who I am. I'm not trying to be fake anymore. I'm not trying to be accepted, because I don't care. And if you're watching this video and you need help, or you need somebody to talk to, just go ahead and add my social media and message me, because I will help you. If you need that help and support, I will be there. I'm sorry this video was so long, but it's Life Week, so what do you expect? If you liked this video, please subscribe to Never Too Late, and go subscribe to my personal channel, Broken Galaxy. like this video and comment what you're going through, or if you want to talk, and add my social media and talk to me there. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye, late birds. I'm out.